Hey everybody, Vampyre1444 here again. Just to do my update for the films I got in May and some of the start of June, which is quite a few films this month. And I've got a load on pre-order and a few that are already in the post but won't come till next week. Maybe, because they're coming from America. So we'll start off with the DVDs. And this one I've just actually sat and watched. It came today and I wanted to see it for a while, and yeah, that is, sorry about the glare, Killer Workout from 88 Films. Now it says it's part of the Slasher Classic Collection, but I don't know if this is coming out on Blu-ray or whether it's just the DVD. If it does come out on Blu-ray, if it's released by 88 Films, I'll have to buy it again, just as I'm collecting the Blu-ray versions of the Slasher Classic Collection. But this, like I say, I've just watched this. This is like super cheesy 80s fun. It's a real good laugh. I wouldn't go into it expecting a great film. There's plenty of kills in it, but some of the kills are a bit iffy. I mean, he uses it like a giant safety pin to kill some of them. It's just super cheesy, but really good fun to watch. Sitting well with the classic slasher collection. So hopefully they will bring it out on Blu-ray. So yeah, that's the first one. Highly recommend it, just for some good cheesy fun. Good cheesy 80s fun, I should say. Next, I've had this for a while. I meant to show it last time, but my sister nicked it, and I've basically just got it back yesterday. And it is a supernatural TV series from, I think it's Denmark? I think it's a Danish one, yeah. And it's called Heartless. It's basically a brother and sister. They're kind of like vampires. Every now and again they need energy, and what they do is they kiss people and suck energy out of them. But they don't kill them. They just leave them like collapsed on the floor, thinking what the hell's just happened. And the problem is, if they continue to suck from kiss the person and suck the energy, that person then bursts into flames and obviously dies. And it's basically, the story is these two are trying to find out about their parents, well basically the mother, and the investigations lead them to a boarding school, a Danish boarding school, and it's basically, so they enroll as students. But I'm not going to tell you the rest, but it is really, really good. I really enjoyed it. First saw it on like E4, one of the internet channels that Channel 4 has. Really, really liked it. So, and it was cheap to buy. I mean, it's in Danish with English subtitles, but that doesn't bother us. But I do highly recommend this. I think this is a really good series. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, that's Heartless. Next one I haven't watched. Got it the other day. It's an Australian film. Know nothing about it, but it looks and sounds okay. And that is The Pack. Basically a farmer in the outback. His herd has been killed by a pack of wild dogs, and now the dogs are after him and his family. So really looking forward to seeing that one. It was really cheap, £4 I think. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing that one. Sounds good. Hopefully it is good. Next one. It's unopened, but I have seen it before. And I really need to go back and watch it again, and that's classic 80s Trick or Treat with Ozzy Osbourne and Gene Simmons. Great cheesy 80s fun. About a kid who likes this rock star who's apparently died. And he gets given a record, from what I can remember. And the spirit of the killer starts killing people for him or something like that. And then things go bad. And he's got to try and defeat the killer. Yeah, but I've seen it a few times on TV and VHS. Really loved it. Eventually managed to pick it up. But like I say, it's still sealed. Really need to sit down and watch it again. But yep, that is Trick or Treat. Next, if it decides to come out, and I really enjoyed this one, The Final Girls. I think most people have probably heard of this. It's about a girl whose mother was in a kind of like a Friday the 13th film, and she dies. A couple of years later or something, they're like showing the film that she was in. She gets invited, and her and her friends get sucked into the film, and she sees her mother and her mother and that are playing it as the characters. They're actually in the film, and the girl and her friends have got to try and survive the film, and it's just really good fun. Some really nice kills, well acted, well made, really great film. Nice comedy. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, pick it up. Recommend this one. Really great fun. Next, it's a kind of like low budget independent called The Hotel. I mainly got it because of the cover. I like the cover. Bit of a blind buy. It's about a paranormal investigator and a cameraman, and they go to this old hotel that's supposed to be haunted, and the usual stuff happens. But it's okay. It's not too bad. And it's nothing great. Nothing terrible. It's just a good supernatural little film. So yeah, enjoyed that one. I've only watched it once, but yeah, not too bad. Next we have Savaged. There you go. It's about a deaf woman who's I think travelling to see her boyfriend or something like that through the desert, and she comes across some like rednecks, and they're killing a couple of like Native American kids. She tries to save one of them but gets caught, gets raped and tortured and then killed. But then an Indian shaman finds her, realises she's kind of still alive a little bit, so does a spell, but the spell goes wrong and the spirit of an Indian warrior goes inside of her and starts looking for revenge. And there's only got a short amount of time because she is basically virtually dead. Her body's starting to rot and all that, and so he's got to get the revenge quickly before she falls apart and everything. But it's really good. Really enjoyed it. Some nice little brutal scenes in it, like the rape and torture scenes. Tie her up with barbed wire and shit like that. And I really loved it when the bad guys were getting killed by her, because the bad guys are a bunch of arseholes basically. Really well done. Enjoyed it. And it was quite cheap. About 3-4 quid. So yep, enjoyed that one. That's Savaged. Next one, I didn't realise when I bought it from eBay that it's actually a kind of like a bootleg. It wasn't until I opened it up and you can't see because of the bloody light. But basically it's thank you for buying one of our unavailable or rare DVD movies. We specialise in restoring old forgotten prints and mastering them to DVD, blah blah blah. And that is the DVD of Blood Beach, extended version, extended and uncut apparently. Now I hadn't seen this for many years. But it's the people who have allegedly recopied it have done a really good job. The picture is really good, sound is good. The film's not too bad. Like I say, it was a long time since I saw it, but I enjoyed it. It's got John Saxon in it. The creature, I could have showed you a bit more of the creature, like, but yeah, it's basically, it lives under the sand of this beach and it pulls people under, kills them, eats them, and it's about a copper, his on-off girlfriend, and the main hero. He's not a copper. He's like a, I forget how you would describe him. He is part of the police force, but he patrols like the beach area. He's on the boat and all that, and they're trying to find out what's killing people. Yeah, it's another good 80s film. Best decade for horrors as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, enjoyed it, even though it's kind of like a bootleg copy. But yeah, fun movie. Next one, haven't watched it yet, mainly because I bought it as a blind buy, and then I was sitting watching the trailers of it, and it's kind of put us off a little bit, so I'm not in a hurry to watch it. And that is apparently the uncut special edition of Stone Dead. It's supposed to be a zombie film, but the zombies are wearing like monk robes, and it kind of looks pretty cheesy. But it's £2, so it's going to be cheesy. It's basically 2 New York private investigators are hired to locate a pair of missionaries who are lost in the jungles of Panama. Only the locals know for sure what's been happening, and basically Aztec ruins, voodoo, and an army of the Walking Dead. But the zombies, like I say, wear like big brown priest robes, and from the clips I've seen, don't really act like zombies. So, like I say, I'm in really no hurry to watch it. I just bought it because it was £2-3, so I will eventually get around to watching it. It's just I've got a lot more that I want to watch. Another one I haven't watched yet, still sealed. Again, a blind buy, is Mischief Night. It is basically Emily Walton suffers from a psychosis, blindness, after ever since a car accident that took her mother's life. Basically, she's blind and all that, and a killer goes into her house, starts preying on her, and she's got to try and survive, cat and mouse survival. And I'm assuming other people go to the house and the killer starts killing them off. But it sounds okay. Like I said, I just haven't got around to watching it yet. So that is, if anybody knows what it's like, let us know. And that is Mischievous Night. Looks okay, sounds okay. Back to see. Next one. I've wanted this for a while because I've got it on VHS, but I haven't watched it for many years, and that is A Return to Salem's Lot. I got this from America, but kind of like looks like it might be an Australian release. Yeah. Not for sale outside of Australia and New Zealand, and I got it from an American. I got it from Amazon America, so there we go. That's to go with my old VHS version of it. Now I don't know why they've got the main character from the first one on, because he's not in it, obviously. But I think it was just to cash in. Mr. Barlow, I think. Hi, Mr. Barlow. And it's basically, if you can see it, that's kind of like what the vampires look like. well, like I say, haven't seen this for many years, and I really want to get round to watching it. I think it's set after the first film, so yeah, really looking forward to watching that one again. And lastly, for the DVDs, with I think this is the German or Austrian version, because it's all in foreign, the writing. And the title of this is actually A Vampire in Venice with Klaus Kinski. But obviously this one's called Nosferatu in Venedig, which is obviously Vampire in Venice. And like I say, it's got Klaus Kinski, Christopher Plummer's in it. Is Donald Pleasance in it? Aye, Donald Pleasance. Nowhere near as good as, because it's supposed to be the unofficial sequel to Nosferatu, and apart from the fact he doesn't look anything like the original vampire, it's kind of done in the same style as the remake, and it's a very slow moving film, not a lot of excitement, and to me Klaus Kinski he doesn't pull it off. I mean, in the remake of Nosferatu, he was brilliant. I thought he was fantastic. In this, apparently, he refused to shave his hair off. Hence the reason he's got the long hair and all that. He just kind of like seemed tired. You know, just was nowhere near as good as the remake of Nosferatu. But I've wanted it for a while. Found it cheap on eBay. I've got a lot of films from eBay lately. I think it was a tenner, so I went and bought it. But like I say, it's an okay film, not too bad. So yeah, that's Nosferatu in Venedig, or Vampire in Venice, and that's the DVDs and Blu-rays. This one just came today, and it is the Blu-ray of, it's the Canadian release of Survival of the Dead. And I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, face there and changes to the hand. I got this for I think about £6-7 off eBay. The only problem is it's like skinny, really skinny. But it's probably the worst of the Romero zombie films. But I wanted to upgrade them onto Blu-ray, and I like the look of this. It says Ultimate Undead Edition. Haven't watched this release yet because it just came today. I'm not expecting huge amounts of anything extra or special about it. It was okay. I liked the start of it, where the character from Diary of the Dead, the soldier, and his mates are trying to get to the island, but then it just kind of like tails off into like stupidness, especially at the end where the two main characters, the main bad guys, are both zombies and they're shooting each other. Definitely the worst of the ones he's done, but you know, had to get it. I've got all the others on Blu-ray, so I had to get it. The same with this one, which is Diary of the Dead, upgraded to the Blu-ray because I've got it on DVD. This is if it'll come out because it'll be awkward. The DVD Steelbook limited edition. Like I say, I just wanted to upgrade to Blu-ray. So, and it was cheap. It was £4. But it's alright. It was okay. The only problem is the main guy in it, the one who's filming it all, you just really wanted to fucking smack the shit out of him. It's, I mean, it's like, you would not just stand there and film what's going on while your mates are fighting for their lives. You know, you would just drop the camera and try and help them, but all he really wants to do is just film every single thing. That's all he's interested in. But it was okay, a couple of nice kills in it. Well, it is what it is. That's Diary of the Dead. Next, I like this one, really like this one. I saw it on Sky. Haven't watched the Blu-ray yet, but I watched it on Sky and I really enjoyed it. And that is Luke Evans in No One Lives. He's basically a serial killer, and he's got the hostage in the car, back of the car, and some rednecks nick the car with her in, and he's kind of obsessed with her, so he goes after her to get her back. And some really nice kills, plenty of blood and gore, and Luke Evans is really good in it. He's kind of like the hero but the bad guy as well, and I just thoroughly enjoyed it. And that was yep, No One Lives. Recommend this one. It's good fun. Like I said, really nice gore in it, some nice kills. So yep. Next, still haven't watched it, William Peter Blatty's The Ninth Configuration. Know nothing about it. Don't think I've ever seen it. It doesn't sound familiar. It's set in a castle being used by the military as like it's like a psych place for like disturbed military personnel. Sounds interesting, sounds a bit weird. So yeah, really need to see that one. That's The Ninth Configuration. If you can hear a helicopter, I apologise, just the police helicopter is about for some reason. And it's not far away actually. Next one is $5 for an August Moon. Arrow release. And I really enjoyed this. I thought it was quite good. A little bit slow. It's by Mario Bava. With some nice kills, nice story. It's basically a reworking of Agatha Christie. A group of people get invited to an island and somebody starts killing them off one by one. But it's really good. A good giallo film. Highly recommend it. Yep. Great film. That's pretty much all of it. It's been a few weeks since I've watched it. And next one, I kind of enjoyed $5 for an August Moon more than What Have You Done to Solange. I just found the other one a bit more interesting. But this was okay. Basically somebody's killing schoolgirls and they're trying to find out why. It's got a nice little twist in it when you discover why the killer's doing it and all that. Again, it's not a fast-paced film. It's more of a murder mystery than an actual horror. But it was entertaining. I enjoyed it. Kind of guessed who the killer was. But it was nice to see why. I didn't figure that out, but I did kind of guess who the killer might be. But take nothing from it. It's a really well made film, 70s film, and it's set in London. An Italian film set in London. So yeah, enjoyed that one. That's What Have You Done to Solange. Next is Arrow box set of Bloodbath. There's 4 versions of this film on there, and I've only watched one version, and basically that was kind of enough for me. There was nothing incredibly special about it. Virtually no gore, no blood. yeah, I thought it was okay. Just really nothing special about the actual film. I mean, the release is brilliant. Arrow done a great job. Nice cover, plenty of extras, and obviously you get the booklet, you get the poster, 4 versions of the film, I think by different directors took, or something like that. But yeah, it was okay. That's all I'm going to say. It was fine. No great, no crap, just watchable. Not one that I'll go back to a lot, but you know. Next, which I did enjoy, is the Killer Dames box set. Again, Arrow, fantastic release. Both the films and the booklets. Great giallos. It's typical of what you expect. 2 really good films. The Night Evelyn Came Out the Grave and The Red Queen Killed 7 Times. And I did kind of prefer The Red Queen Killed 7 Times just a little bit better than The Night Evelyn Came Out. But yeah, both films, really good films, well made. Acting, you know, 70s Italian. Really enjoyed them. Recommend it. Really great box set. Enjoyed that films quite a lot. Like I say, Arrow are releasing some fantastic box sets, as always. So highly recommend this box set. And last of all, a film that I was really chuffed to get, because I missed it when it was first released and it quickly went out of print, and there's the police helicopter. And I thought I'd never get it, because when you see it on eBay and all that, it's going for like £70 odd and all that. But I was lucky. Some guy was auctioning it and they started the bid off at £30, and I managed to get it for £32. There was only me and this other guy who put bids in. He put a pound in and I put £2 in, and I got it, which really surprised us, because I thought it was just going to go just like stupid money. And that is the Arrow Blu-ray Steelbook of Zombie Flesh Eaters. Look at that cover, fantastic. And the reverse side, fantastic film. Like I say, I don't think I had any chance of getting it, because I put my maximum bid up to £35, and I was expecting it to go for like ridiculous amount, but for some bizarre reason I got it for £32 plus £4 P&P. And it only took 2 days to get to us as well, so I'm not going to complain. Fantastic film, my favourite zombie film ever, and I'm just so pleased to get this on this version of it. I have ordered the Australian version of it as well. I saw that on eBay and I liked the cover, and with us thinking that I'm not going to get this, I didn't think I would win this. I thought I'd get the Australian release of it as well, because all I've got is the box standard Arrow Blu-ray, which I would have loved to have had the box case one, but I didn't get it. I just got like the normal Blu-ray. So when I saw the Australian one, I thought, oh, I like the cover of it, so it was cheap, so ordered it. Then I saw this and I thought I'll give it a go, and I got it, so I'm chuffed. I'll go up there with my steelbook collection, and that is it. Like I say, what was it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 films. So quite a haul this well, last month and start of this month, and I've got about another 3 on pre-order. No, 5 on pre-order, and I've got 3 coming. Well, sorry, 1 coming from Australia, 2 coming from America, and I'm going to sit and order a few more films because I found some 80s slasher films on DVD from eBay, which I would quite like. Some of them will look low budget, but I want them. So, yep, that'll be on next month's update. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have, thumbs up, really appreciate it. And I will see you next time. So, see you after. I'm going to sit and watch the police helicopter for a few minutes. So, drop.